Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, I don't, I don't know if I really had a topic that I wanted to discuss when I came out here. There's a few things that I had on my mind, but one of the things I was thinking about was exercise and how that relates, to my beliefs. And I think for a very long time, I had the idea that you had to quote unquote exercise. And I think, to be honest, that pulled me away from my spirituality quite a bit. And I don't want you to mistake what I'm saying. I do believe it is our responsibility, and I would go as far to say to even be a good pagan, a good heathen, a person of the heath, a person of the country, um, that having good physical fitness is a requirement. Um, Even if you're a neo-pagan and you know the bulk of your practice uh, comes comes from more uh, spellcraft, witchcraft type stuff that you would do even indoors. Um, I would ask, like, where you getting your items that you use? Have you narrowed it down or dulled it down so much um, that you're not using those things from the environment that the practitioners of the past would have? Um, they would have been masters of the land, of the plants in their environment, the animals in their environment, to get those tools that they needed for that spellcraft. And um, if you're like, well, I can just order that, but at that point, you're getting stuff that's not native to your area, and you're hoping that the person that's harvested it has imbued that with the proper spirit that you would want to come through in your magic. Um, but more for me, I've always noticed I don't like working out indoors, which is great. I don't see the point in it. Where you're getting fit inside so you can do things outside. Why not just do things outside? I'm not hating on working out in the gym, all that sort of stuff. But if you really want to, you come outdoors and lift heavy stones, you know, carry a pack, go hunt a wild animal and carry it out of the forest. There's ways to be strong. I see a lot of people that have really good gym strength, but then outdoors, they're almost childlike in ability. Um, but I'm like I say, I'm not hating on that. I'm not the strongest person in the world. They could bench press me all day. Um, but one of the things that, because I had that exercise mentality, I would come outdoors, and while I would enjoy that, I would run. And again, nothing wrong with running if it suits the endeavor, the purpose of what you're trying to do outside. So I encourage people that you might get more enjoyment out of um, the quote unquote exercise itself if it's just an activity that you're doing. You know, hey, I want to go for a lake swim. I want to spend time in nature. So just walk, just walk, just swim. Um, just do the things you need to do to have fun in that environment or learn in that environment. Um, and I think you'll see that your practices go much farther. Even though I was spending a lot of time in the environment running, well, everything was just passing me by. I wasn't learning anything. I wasn't really connecting. Um, so, like now I have this park that's, just a mile from where I live. I come to the same park all the time. I'd love to go to some other state parks in the area, spend time there, but why drive that far to do the same thing I can do here? There's so much to see, so much to learn. Um, and as I was thinking that, I knew I was on the right path with that mentality, and that's why I decided to speak about it today, was because as I was thinking about that, I was presented with Kanaz, the rune Kanaz, and that let me know to follow that fire, follow that flame, of wanting to spend time on the land to learn about it and be a part of it, uh, grow that connection, rather than just to run through it and let it pass you by even though you're out in it. And so sometimes that's how I build upon my thoughts. You don't have to believe in the runes. You don't have to believe that runes are presented to me. You don't even have to agree with my interpretation of the runes or how I pronounce them. I'll be honest, I don't think a lot of that stuff really matters. I, I don't think, getting something 100% historically correct is even possible. That doesn't mean that I think you should uh, disregard the ways of your ancestors. In fact, I think, you know, doing activities outdoors uh, is more along the lines of what our ancestors would have done rather than exercise outdoors. They would have been walking to hunt, to travel, all of that stuff. And I think we need to find ways to do more of that stuff. Um, it's one of the things I hope to do, is once I get just a little more settled, I want to start coming out into nature to fish, to find my food, to hunt, not rely on the store for all of that. And I think that's something we all could do that would enhance our practices. And if you're saying, well, I'm vegan or whatever, okay, well, come out here and try to survive. Try to find your food out here in the wild, like you would have had to do, your ancestors would have had to do. And maybe that will make you appreciate nature even more, and the cycles in nature, the savage beauty of nature. But anyway, it's a lot of what I wanted to talk about. It's just not thinking that you have to exercise. Think of more ways that you can engage in beneficial activities that will grow your connection to your land. Um, but remember that it's important to have physical fitness as a pagan. We were people of the country. We were people that lived off the land, that had that connection to the land. And in the future we might have to do that again, and not rely on other people that may not have our same values, may not care about the things that they're putting in their body, how it was killed, how it was harvested, what was killed so it could be harvested. and all of that sort of stuff. So, like I said, and part of the reason pagans aren't around as much now is because we were forced out. And let me tell you, a sick, unhealthy population is sure easier to control and manipulate and force out than a healthy, strong, vibrant, uh, and intelligent population. So think about that. Anyway, that's what I got to say today. I'm gonna finish my little nature walk, try to learn me some things while I'm out here, and get some more sun. All right, y'all have a great day.